Hey everyone, welcome to my third video. Finally got another one together. So today we are talking about the Nerf Master Blaster. So this is from 1993, I believe. It's got its thing on there. Nope, 91. It's from 1991. So to reiterate, this is not mine from when I was a kid. I actually found this thrift shopping and was like, I always wanted one of these very, very badly, and was like, I'll go ahead and get it now. But I will say Nerf has been around since the 60s. So it's one of those where I'm just talking about this specific gun, just because if I talked about every Nerf thing, we would have a 2,700-hour video, and I could talk that long, but I don't think you would want to listen that long. Anyway, so basically this, I don't know how many balls it actually comes with. So I actually found these thrift shopping and they were in a newer style Nerf gun, but be careful with some of the newer ones because they don't fit. They're actually slightly smaller than the stuff that's coming out today. So these actually fit in here very, very well. And I'm able to shoot, but there was one I actually had to dig it out with a knife because it was in so it would not, the pressure wouldn't push it out right. So, but these four I've had no problem with, and I pretty much say that they came with it, ha ha ha. So basically this Nerf gun is something that I would have grown up playing with from the 90s. It's from 91, so I think you could fit up to 3 balls in each thing, so you could hold up to 6 of them, I think is as many. Oh, nope, you can fit up to 4, so you can hold up to 8 each one. So they do fire. Let's see if I can get one to fire. Yes, I did. So it does still fire, does still work. This is probably one of the things that I loved a lot. I actually had the bow and arrow growing up, and we got that probably about 4 years after it initially came out because I got it at a thrift store. If you haven't noticed, I thrift shop a lot. My mom didn't have a whole lot of money growing up, so a lot of my toys were secondhand. But I will say this, I had some badass toys growing up because some of them are much, much older than what I would have originally played with, or even some of my peers would have played with. But yeah, when I saw this one, and I just recently found this one, I would say less than a year, probably about a year and a half ago, I found this one. And I just was like, I was going to actually try to sell it, but when I found the ammunition to it, I was like, I definitely want to keep this one. So I have to say that the one thing I really loved about Nerf a lot is that you could play with this stuff indoors. And I don't know if a lot of people remember, but back in the 90s, the Discovery Channel had a Our American Toys. They had just these specials, and they talked about Nerf. And for what I remember of that show, the creator of Nerf wanted basically stuff that kids could play with indoors that's not going to tear apart things. So I will be the first to say I just shot this at a camera and it didn't destroy the camera, so which is a good thing. But that is one of the things that I really love about Nerf. Now the new stuff that's out, freaking awesome. A little bit better than, okay, a lot better than what I grew up with, but I will say that some of that stuff is super, super high powered. I have a bunch of Nerf stuff that I'm actually getting ready to sell. And compared to this, if I got in a fight with some of the stuff that the kids have now, I would be dead in 15 seconds. So, but like I said, I'm just doing this. This is not going to be as long of a video, but I just wanted to showcase the Master Blaster, because I know that there was another one that, like you push it together and it just shoots out around in a circle. That's actually the one that I really, really wanted. But when I saw this one, I was like, I think someone would want this. And now that I have the ammunition to it, I don't want to let it go. So I'm hanging on to it. But I know I'm like popping it while I'm doing this. But like I said, you can actually find these on eBay. There is a couple of secondhand sellers that sell them. They have little indentions. They look like golf balls basically, and I believe that they will fit in these. I lucked out and found, like I said, a Nerf shooter, an older shooter that, I say newer with the older older ammunition. So it fit in here perfectly. It worked. After that, I made the decision to go ahead and keep it. And I shoot it around the house sometimes whenever I'm bored and I'm home and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to shoot this at something. But I have no animals, so I don't shoot them at any of my animals. I don't have any, but I'll shoot it at the wall or at the light or something like that. And I haven't damaged anything since. So I would have to say that this is probably a really cool toy that a lot of people had. Please leave in your comments. I would love to hear about Nerf battles that people got into. Because next month, my next video is actually to talk about the Super Soakers. That's not the next couple videos that are coming up, but I have like 2 Super Soaker 200s, 50s, and then there's another really, really big one that I have that I'm actually going to be selling once I do the video. But my cousins and I had Super Soakers. Not a lot of us had Nerf stuff, so I would love to hear some Nerf battles from the 90s, definitely, if you had this. So I would definitely say this is a really good 90s toy. Like I said, Nerf's been around since the 60s, so yeah, they've been around for a long time. But definitely worth getting and really good. And like I said, I can shoot it at the camera and doesn't affect the camera at all. Yeah, this one, sometimes I have to do it the other way, but definitely worth the money, because I probably paid about $1.50 for this, and like I said, had a lot of fun with it. So please subscribe and keep in touch. Send me comments, questions. Also, I'm taking recommendations for videos. Now, I do have a lot of 80s and 90s toys that I personally own, but there's some stuff, some person recommended me G.I. Joes from the 80s. I don't have any G.I. Joes, so that is one of those where I'm going to start looking for them just so I can have some for the video. But definitely shoot me a comment, shoot me a question if you want a recommended toy. If I did a video on a toy and you want to ask a little bit more questions about it, please feel free to talk to me. I really appreciate it. I love talking about toys. It's my passion. I love the toys that I grew up playing with. So thanks again for liking and subscribing the channel. I appreciate all the feedback and everything that everyone has to say. Thank you so much. And I will see you for the next video. And the next video is actually going to be slightly longer. I am actually going to be talking about the Fisher-Price Little People sets. So it's not the entire line, but I'm actually going to be talking about Main Street from 1986. So that one's going to be a long one and probably about 15-20 minutes. But I was definitely well worth it, and I definitely want to showcase what people are looking for with it. So I appreciate all the likes, subscribe, and have a great day. See ya.